to pinky right here, okay? That's how it's gonna work. We're gonna play a little hot potato because I wanna make sure you guys are ready to handle these customers that are coming in today. 4-day weekends, the first 2 days are the toughest days. That's when you got your shoppers. That's when they're so afraid of missing something else that they want to continue shopping. Sunday, Monday, they want to get it done. You're going to get people to come back today that you dealt with on Friday that forgot the numbers that they gave them on Friday. Okay, you're going to get laydowns that have been shopping all weekend and now pay full price because they're exhausted. That's what happens on these 4-day weekends. Tomorrow's even better than today, but we got to make today happen. And I want to make sure you guys are sharp, okay? Most of these are outside objections. I even put on here when the time frame happens, okay? So when somebody says to me, hey, I don't have a whole lot of time. I just want to take a look at the F-150 real quick. I don't want to waste a bunch of your time. Does this normally happen inside 60 seconds? Okay. Is this real? We know this isn't real. So we know how to handle that. When he tells me it's just look, you don't have a whole bunch of time, so forth and so forth, does he want me to fix his time problem? Or does he just want me to acknowledge and give him a way out if he chooses to use it? That's easy, right? Perfect. Tell you what, let's get as much done in the time you allow me. You just let me know when time is up, Matt. Is that fair enough? That's all he wanted to hear. Can I use this? Can I use this way out if I'm not comfortable? Now, the guard's down and we can move forward. Versus, well, how much time you got?
Not much.
Not much? Okay. You got something? Can you extend it a little bit? Can you call him? Trying to fix something that isn't real. Have we done that? Okay. You know this, guys. So I put here kind of where this takes place so you know how to handle it. I'm going to throw it once. I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to hit you with the objection, and you're going to give it to me. And then we'll talk about it a little bit. And then you're going to throw it to somebody else in the crowd. And you guys better not let this hit the ground right in front of you either. Somebody better catch this shit. All right? All right? Let's see here. Pedro, the king of Ford right now. How'd you do last month?
I think I did pretty good.
Okay. You want to share it?
I don't know. What's there to share? I mean, it was a good month.
All right. Good job, man. Good job. So a lot of people don't think there's money in the car business anymore because everybody's giving everything away today. They don't think you can make money anymore. Dude, when I go to Merced, those guys do nothing but cry the blues out there. Even the fucking lady at the Chevron station, I go in there and get gas. She go, is it still slow? I'm like, it's not slow. Who the fuck is telling you this? We're doing just fine. Really? Everybody else said, we live on our own island. I don't care what everybody else is saying, right? He is going to be modest, so I won't force it out of him. But Pedro absolutely killed it last month. Pedro, this is after my test drive. We come off my test drive, Pedro. Let me talk to my wife. I could probably bring her back Saturday.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, is there a way we can put her on the phone? Maybe talk to her over the phone, see if we can move forward today?
She's not available, man. She's with her friends. She's with her girlfriend.
All right, let's do something then. Why don't we? Let me show you some numbers. I'll put it on paper for you to see. Give you something for you and your wife to talk about whenever you get home. I'm gonna give you my phone number. Give me a call back whenever you guys talk about it. See if there's anything else I can do for you guys.
Okay, there we go. The second part works, not the first part. Good job, right? And I know, look, no throwing it back to me. You're throwing it somewhere around here. You're throwing it somewhere around here, not me.
Hey, well, Chris.
He's like, me? No. Who's Chris? Who's Chris? Guys, let's sit here real quick. The most natural thing to do is try to fix the problem, right? Can we get her on the phone? That's the most natural thing to do. Has that ever happened? Yeah. Here you go. Has that ever happened? But that's our most natural thing to go to, right? It ain't real, guys. It ain't real, okay? Hey, not a problem. I'll tell you what, while you're here, let me at least get you all the information you need to discuss with her. And hopefully when you're ready, you'll choose to do business with me. Is that fair enough? Hopefully when you're ready, okay? Could that be 5 minutes from now? Fuck yeah, it can. I'm not saying when you come back, okay? Hopefully when you're ready, you'll choose to do business with me. Is that fair enough? What did he hear? I'm going to give you all the information, let you leave. What did he agree to? Coming inside and sitting down and let me do my job. It's always an exchange. It's always an exchange. There's always two yeses in every yes, right? They said yes to one thing, but they agreed to something else. Okay? Make it easy. Push it forward. I don't need to try to fix the wife. Okay? I've been using that excuse for 20 years, and I've only been married for 5. It ain't real. Okay? Who's got it here? Chris, you ready? Chris is fairly new. Which one are you most comfortable with? Yeah, he did, huh? Okay, inside 60 seconds, right after hello. Hey, Chris, I don't want to waste a bunch of your time, man. It's the first place I've stopped.
Great. I think you made the right choice of coming here because we have the best vehicles in the market. I will give you the best information about the vehicle, the payments and everything so that you can make a wise decision. Fair enough?
Okay, now we can move on. So I did that on purpose right now. Did you guys catch up? If you don't take the next step and move forward, it's like, is at the end of the sentence, okay, it must be my turn. And I'm going to rebuttal. Right or not? Were you guys waiting for me to counter? Did you feel like we had to counter right there? Once you address it, bridge it, which you did, you got to move the transaction forward.
Okay.
You did a fantastic job, by the way. Okay, that was a great job. Just move that forward. Perfect. Now come with me.
Okay.
Come. We have our vehicles right outside here. Come with me. You want to get some water real quick before we go out there? Just move it forward. Okay? It isn't real. If it's inside 60 seconds, it isn't real. I'm just asking for a way out if I don't like this transaction. You gave it to me. Now you just got to move forward. So that way I don't hit you with another objection. Make sense? Good job, man. And you're fairly new, and you're killing it too. Throw that thing somewhere.
Well,
There's a love triangle.
On this side, then, all right.
Mr. Willie. Okay, we just came off our test drive. Now, typically when this would happen is because I failed to set up coming inside on my test drive, right? Now we both got out of the car, we're standing there talking, just staring at each other, and I say, hey, can I get your card? I want to go ahead and think about it.
Well, to be totally honest, Curtis, I usually don't keep cards. They seem like a waste of money. But how about this? I don't think I've given you enough information. How about I take you inside? I'm okay with a yes, no, maybe. Show you some numbers and see if this is the perfect vehicle for you. Is that fair enough?
That works. That's a good job, man. That's a good job. That's a good job. Let's go over here somewhere.
I'm a Kobe.
That's what happens when nobody wants to catch it. You're going to spill shit on yourself. That works, buddy. Hey, I don't think I've given you enough information to think about yet. Let me give you my best price, payment, and interest rate so you have something to think about. Okay? And if you really want to make it easy for him to say yes, then you can follow up with, hopefully when you're ready to make that decision, you'll make that decision with me. Is that fair enough? Because what he heard right there is I'm going to allow you to leave with it. That's what he really wants. You're going to give me all this and let me leave. But I never said anything about leaving. I said, hopefully when you're ready to make a decision, you'll make that decision with me. Is that fair enough? Oh, I can leave with it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll follow you inside now because you're going to let me leave with it. When I never said anything about leaving. Make sense? Sergio.
Let's go.
Okay, this normally happens when you guys get to the car, right? You guys get to the car, you haven't even pulled it out yet. And if it's a red sticker or if it's a new car, they walk over and they go, what's this? What's your guys' best price, right? Or what's the best you can do right there? Or some type of form of that. I'm not paying that. Something along those lines, right? Does it normally happen when you start showing the car?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna go with that. Hey, what is that? I mean, what's kind of deal can you guys put together on here? What's your best price on this?
Curtis, let's make sure that this is even the right vehicle. Let's make sure we take it on a 2-minute test drive. Make sure it's even worth making a payment on. Does that sound fair?
How do you do, guys? How do you do? So he knows what right off the top, what's missing right there. Huh?
You didn't acknowledge the price.
You did not acknowledge what my objection was. Even though it may not be a big deal, but if you don't directly acknowledge what I said, it's going to feel like you're dancing around it. And that's what they feel like. They feel like you're trying to avoid it. And what will happen right there is they'll go into attack mode on your ass. Because now they think you're uncomfortable. They think you're dancing around that, and they'll go into attack. So you got to address exactly what the problem was. Hey, I know price is important to you. It's important to everybody when they buy a car. And before we leave today, not only am I going to get you my very best price, but I'm going to find out your lowest payment and your lowest interest rate. First, let's drive it. Make sure you like it. As soon as we get back, I'll get you all the information. Is that fair enough? Is that easy to say yes to? Did I acknowledge the price problem? You got to address that straight on. You can say another way. Hey, I know price is important to you, and I never expect you to pay more than you think the car is worth. Let's drive it. Make sure you like it. When we get back, I'll find out your best price. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
There's a couple ways you can handle that, but you got to address the price issue. If you didn't say anything about price and you said, hey, let's drive it, make sure you like it, it feels like you didn't hear me, and I'm going to go, no. I don't want to drive it. Now you made it an issue. It could have been simple, but now you made it an issue. And I was like, I don't want to drive it till I know the price. I don't want to waste my time. Let's find out what the price is, and if I like the price, then I'll drive it. And you're like, fuck, why did I keep getting these? Because you're missing one little thing that changes it, changes the delivery of it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
This is why we practice, guys. And some of you guys do the same thing. You didn't realize what that sounded like until you heard it right now, right? And you're like, okay, that does feel like I avoided that, right? Throw pinky somewhere.
Just,
All right. Let's see here. You know what? Let's do a player's choice here. Miguel, give me an objection.
I don't want to drive it. I drove it at Clovis.
I don't need to drive it. I drove it at the last dealership. I know what it drives like. I just want to go see the payments.
Totally understand, Curtis. Every vehicle does drive a little bit different. I know this is exactly you're saying. It is exactly what you drove over there. Let's just make sure, in any reason something does come up on the test drive, I'd rather address it then. Then we go inside, we work all the numbers. It gets exactly to where you're trying to be at as far as payment and everything like that. Let's just make sure this is the right vehicle. Nothing comes up on the test drive, and then when we get back, hopefully when you're ready, you come back and see me. That's not fair?
All the way up until the end, that was good. All right? I'm going to give you a 90% right there. Okay. Did he use customer benefits to persuade me to drive? Yes. Yeah, he did. He made it my benefit. Hey, if there's anything wrong with this vehicle, I would rather it come up on the test drive than after you own it. That's great. That's customer benefit. That makes sense. Where you lost that, why? Where'd you lose it at? You said, hopefully when you're ready, you'll come back and see me. We weren't even there yet. There was no reason to say that. So don't let nervous energy make you say more than you should. Okay? There was no reason to say that right there. And in any time we're trying to move the customer forward to the next step, it's never when you come back. Get that out of your vocabulary. Nobody's coming back. It's when you're ready to make a decision. Hopefully you'll make that decision with me. When you're ready to make a decision, not when you come back. There's a difference between the two, right? Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that for me?
Huh?
Was it for me?
It was for her. I'm sorry, man. Hey, that's why I put it on a stuffed animal.
That's a bonus.
That's why I put it on a stuffed animal.
That's a bonus.
That's gonna be funny in the video.
If that was a mic off your head, that would have hurt. All right? Let's see here. All right, here. This is before the test drive, right? This is normally you pull the vehicle out and you're like, all right, perfect. Let me show you the best part. We'll take it out for a drive. And then they go, well, I don't really have time to drive it. Let's just go inside and see what the payments look like. Has this happened? Yes. Is that about the exact scenario where it happens? You pull it out, you get ready to drive. I don't really got time to drive it. So let's just go inside and see what the payments look like.
So I totally understand, Curtis. You might be a little pressed for time, but so what I've had happen to customers in the past is they don't drive a vehicle, they take it home, we get to the right number. Let me start over.
All right, let's start over. You ready? I don't really have time to drive it right now. Let's just go inside and work the numbers.
I totally get you, Curtis. That number is going to be important when you're owning it. But how about this? Let's take it for a quick drive and make sure it checks all your wants and needs and you're comfortable in the vehicle, because I don't want this to happen where I get to the perfect payment, perfect price, and then for some reason we drive it and you don't like it. You hate the way you feel in the car, and then I just wasted about 30 minutes to an hour of your time, and I would hate to do that. So let's do this. Let's take it down the road about 5 minutes. Doesn't have to be long. And when we get back, I'll make sure I get you that best price, payment, and interest rate. Does that sound fair?
That's fair. That's fair. I've never seen you this nervous.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So listen, that was lengthy. I'm not beating you up. That was lengthy. Okay. I just need a sentence, not a book. Okay. You could have gave me just a tell into that. Okay. So if time is my only issue, okay, so that's the last thing I want to do. Go inside, work those numbers for 45 minutes. Then you drive it and you not like the way it drives. And now we've just wasted an hour of your time when it only takes 2 minutes to take it around the block. Let me go grab the keys and let's make sure it's even worth your time. Is that fair enough?
Fair enough.
Time. Time's the issue, time's what I'm fixing. Time's the issue, time's what I'm fixing. Customer benefit. If he's really got a time issue, do I want to waste an hour and then not like the way it drives? It only takes 2 minutes to take it around the block? Hour, 2 minutes. Hour, 2 minutes. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Last thing I want to do is go inside, spend 30 minutes getting to the numbers. Then when you drive it and you don't like it, now we wasted 45 minutes to an hour of your time when it only takes 2 minutes to take it around the block. Let me go grab the keys. Let's make sure it's worth your time. Boom. Short and sweet. Okay? You had it. You're a lot more nervous than I've seen you before. Okay?
Sorry.
Let's see here. Throw that thing somewhere. Look at this corner over here. These guys hide over here so they don't. Selena's trying to smother herself around. She's trying to barricade herself.
All right, I'm just going to throw it over there. Whoever gets it.
Look at Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for helping him out like that. I think you tried to catch this. I'll help you out here. All right? Let's see. Let's make it an easy one. Let's make it an easy one here. I'll let you pick. Which one you want? Which one are you most confident in?
Trade first.
Trade first. That's what I was actually going to pick anyway. So, hey, I don't want to waste a bunch of time, man. I want to know what my trade values. I want to know what my trade's worth first before I do anything. Where does this normally happen, by the way?
Well, right when you need them.
Huh?
Right when they pull up. Yeah.
This normally happens before you've even shown a car, right? Shortly after hello, so forth. And just so we understand the psychology of this, why would this even happen?
They already went to 3 other places.
They've already been somewhere.
Yeah.
They've already been somewhere. They've already been lowballed. They're expecting the worst, and now they're like, I don't want to waste any more time like that. I want to know what my trade value is. Sometimes I'll tell you that. I just left such and such. They lowballed the shit out of me, right? So it's important that we role play this and frame this how it's actually going to happen in real life. This is shortly after hello, and they're like, hey, there's no point in doing anything unless I know what my trade's worth. I want to see what my trade's worth first. Go.
I understand, Curtis. I promise, before we part, I promise to get you the best number for your trade-in. While we're working on that trade-in number, let's go ahead and take a look at the inventory we have right here and find something that you like. Is that fair?
Not bad, not bad. Who can help them? Who's got one for this?
Yeah, Curtis, not a problem. Let's take a look at your vehicle. Okay, it takes roughly 10 to 15 minutes to get a number from our buyers. In the meantime, let's make sure we find something you like and work all the numbers once we get back.
Not bad. Sometimes you have to, in that scenario, sometimes you have to give them a little bit to take something back? Okay? If this was fishing, I got to let the rope out a little bit, right or not? Because I want them to snap the line. So sometimes I got to let it out a little bit, right? And you could do that. That's always my second go-to, but that does work, okay? My first go-to is always going to be the basics. I'm going to acknowledge, bridge, and move forward. Hey, I know trade's important to you. It's important to everybody. Before we part today, I'm not only going to find the most I can get you for your trade, but I'll find out the best payment and the best price on whatever vehicle you pick out. First, let's pick something out, and as soon as we get back, I'm going to get you all of the information. Is that fair enough? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. It depends on how pissed off they are from the last dealership. Really, the last dealership played a part in that, right? And he goes, no. The last guy said the same thing and wasted a fucking hour of my time. Okay, I'm going to have to let a little line out right here. Hey, not a problem. I'll tell you what. Let's grab all the information off your trade. I'll turn it into my used car buyer. Takes about 15 minutes for them to do the proper appraisal. While they're doing that, we'll pick out the right vehicle for you. Is that fair enough? Now they'll say yes to that, right? But I'll try this one first. Because the problem is the second route works about half the time. Sometimes they'll go, no, I'll wait. And you guys sit there and wait for the number, right or not? And that one's tough. That one's tough. So that's why that's not my first go-to. My first go-to is to try to acknowledge, bridge it, and move around it, okay? Or I might go, I understand trade's important to you. Now let me ask you this. Are you just looking for the most you can get for your trade, or are you looking for the best deal on my car as well, or both?
Best deal on your car.
What are most people going to say? Both. That's what I thought you were going to say. I'll tell you what. Let's pick out the right car. That way I got the information on both, and I can get you all the information at the same time. Is that fair enough?
That's fair.
That's an easy one right there because they're going to say yes to it. Okay, I'm setting them up for a yes. Now, is the trade only thing that's important to you, or do you also want the best deal on the car you pick out? Or do you want both?
Both.
Both. That's what I thought you were going to say. I'll tell you what. Let's pick out the right car. That way I can get you both at the same time. Is that fair enough? They walk right into it. They don't even realize they walked right into it. Does that make sense? All customer benefits, giving them what they want. Okay? Let's do one more right here, and then I'm going to get you guys out of here, okay? Let's see here. Let's make an easy one here. Who are you going to throw that to?
Willie. Oh, this is red flag.
Really? Hey, Will, this 60-second objection. Just got out the car. Hey, I don't want to waste a bunch of your time, man. I don't have a whole bunch of time right now. I just want to look at the Tacoma real quick.
Hey, no worries, Curtis. A lot of my people come, they find a vehicle they like, they'll drive it, get some information, and when we come back, I'll make sure you get the best price, best payment, and best interest rates. That sound fair?
I don't have time for that.
Oh, no worries.
I just want to look at it.
You just want to look at it? No worries. Like, 2 minutes, do me a favor.
What the hell are you talking about? Keep it simple. Right. Somebody, save them. I don't have a bunch of time, man. I just want to take a look at the car real quick, but I don't get a whole bunch of time.
Not a problem, Curtis. Let's just, man, now I fucked up.
Somebody save them.
All right.
Omar, save them. I don't got a whole bunch of time, man. I just want to look at the car real quick, but I don't want to waste your time. I don't got a lot of time right now.
Not a problem, Curtis. Let me go ahead. Do me a favor. Wait inside. Let me pull the vehicle up in the shade for you. I know it's going to be a little hot today. And let me show you this beautiful vehicle.
That's easier. Okay. Adam, what am I looking for?
Not a problem, Curtis. You tell me what time's up. By the way, you're looking for a new deal.
It's that simple, guys. You gotta address the word that came out of my mouth. Otherwise, I feel like you're dancing around it. The whole time. Okay. We heard 3 attempts right now. Okay, and I'm not knocking you guys, but it's important that they hear this. Even though what they're saying is good, if it does not directly address what my problem was, does it feel like they're fixing my problem? It feels like you're dancing around it. And I'm going to keep going back to that. I'm going to go, that's great, but I don't got time for that. That's great, but I don't got time for that. I know time's important to you. Let's get as much done in the time you allow me. You just tell me when time is up. Fair enough? Okay, now I can move forward. Now it feels like you heard what my problem was. Now I can move forward. Make sense? Guys, you ready to rock and roll today or what? Listen, America, wearing the stars and stripes.